Thank you very much. Okay, we had legislation to be discussed in the pre-meeting. Let's go over the sixth ordinance first. The first one is the bond ordinance from the Controller's Office. It's a bond ordinance dated March 20th, authorizing the issue of 2,500 serial bond of the City of Utica, Oneida County, New York, to finance the cost of street paving projects. Is there any questions? The next piece is calling for a public hearing on the sale of a URA property. It's calling for a public hearing on the sale of 113 Addison Place. Addington? I'm sorry, what did I say, Addison? I'm sorry, Addington Place for $18,000. Venice, do you have any concerns on this, Venice?
No, I went through pretty smooth. We had a lot of people that put in for it, so we made a decision for one person that we thought was pretty good to have it, so it went pretty good. That's all.
Thank you. Anybody else? Very good. Proposed ordinance number 3 is to the approving of the destination of, I couldn't pronounce that name if I had to, Valetzis Rodriguez at 113 Addington Place for the $18,000. Again, any questions? No? Thank you. The fourth one is calling for a public hearing of the sale of 318.22-1-33 Andrews Ave. This is my area. It looks like they're going to put up a fence. Evidently, Joe, is there any problems with this? No. Thank you. Number 5 is for the sale of a URA property, Tiffany Davis, for the Andrews Avenue 318-22-133. They're going to be putting up a fence for $250. I don't have a problem with that. Anybody else? And the last one we have is a E&A transfer from street lighting electric to telephone for $150,000. Transfer part of the budget from street lighting for proportion of the bills that belong to pole cameras. Katie, is there any problem with this transfer?
No, I was all set with that.
Thank you.
saw your offers there.
Well, that takes care of the
Authorization from Bill to totally
pre-meeting. The next thing we have on our agenda
for the 7 o'clock meeting.
is the budget amendments. And there's quite a few of them. So I guess we'll start with proposed ordinance number 1. I'll turn it over to
This one
Katie.
we will not be voting on tonight.
We won't be voting
Number
on
1 is, nope, we won't be voting on that. Number 2, it might be easier if I just go through and say what we are proposing and what we aren't, if that's okay with everybody. And just to get organized, and then we can kind of start from the top so everybody can organize their packets.
So you're throwing one out.
Yep. 1, 2's being thrown out.
Number 2?
Yep. Number 3. Number
3 you're throwing out?
Yes. These ones, because later on in the packet, we have the ones we wanted to submit with it. So 1, 2, and 3 are out. Number 5 is out. Oh, did I pass one? Skip one?
4.
Okay, 4 is in. We are doing 4. 5 is no. Does anybody have? Yeah, the new one. Oh, yeah, I was going through the new packet we just got tonight. Okay. Is that what everybody's on? Do you have 2 5s, Frank?
You're pulling 5?
5 is pulled, yes, pulling 5. Yeah, that's true, it doesn't matter. 4 is the first one we're keeping. Are we on number 9 now?
Yeah.
Okay, 9, yes. 10, no.
And we're pulling.
Pulling 10.
Either say pull or.
Yeah.
I'll say pull or keep, okay? So 11 through 17, we're pulling. Anything that says purchasing, we're pulling. Yep. Everybody all set for the next one? 18, keep. Okay, for now, 19, keep. 20, keep. 21, pull. Yep, pull. 22, keep. 24, keep. 25, keep.
Can I ask a question? Are you keeping the other ordinance for the Public Safety Commissioner?
No.
So you're discharging
We
the
never
next
actually
set?
introduced the other one.
What's that?
We only had this one public safety commissioner in committee after all.
Right, but it's in the packet, so I just don't want it to be confused, because there's another Public Safety Commissioner.
I thought that one never got voted in.
It's
Oh,
in
it
the
did.
packet.
Oh, yeah, it did. So, yeah, we're, just keep the $0 one, that's fine for that, and we're gonna pull the other one when we get to it.
Okay, so
There
20,
there was a $0 one.
No?
24 is a 0.
are you keeping the $1 or are you keeping the 0?
I guess $0 one? Yeah, 24 and 25 I have are $0. What do you guys have?
Right, but what I'm asking you, are you keeping the $0 one or the dollar one?
Keep the 0, pull the $1.
Okay, so those we
Yep.
can keep, okay. So we're keeping 24 and 25?
Yep.
Yep. Because they're gonna pull the other ones.
And then we can go through what amendments we have on some of them, but,
So you're on 26 now?
yep, 26 is keep. 28, keep. 30, keep. 31, keep. 33, keep. I keep, okay, there was another electrical service one, right? Does anybody,
Yep.
okay, we're gonna
You-
pull this 34. Contracted services, pull 35. Keep 36. 37, pull. 39, pull.
Hold on a second.
Yep.
Hold on a second.
Sorry.
I'm making,
He's keeping it for his fire at home.
Yeah.
oh,
So 37 and 39 we're pulling, 40 we're pulling, 41 pull, 42 pull, 44 pull, 45 pull, 46 pull, 47 pull, 48 pull. Okay. So back to the 49, keep. 51, keep. 52, keep. Wait for it. 53, keep. 54, keep. This will be one of the ones we amend and talk about. 56, pull. 57, pull. And you want to take over for yours?
I'm keeping all mine. No,
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm discharging this one,
Okay.
so that's full.
58, pull.
Yep, because Charlie Brown shamed me into doing so. 59 we're keeping. 60 we're keeping. 61 we're discharging. 62 we're keeping. 63 we're keeping, 64 we're pulling.
Okay. 65, keep. Let me see one more quick. 66, keep. 67, keep. 68 is pull. 69, keep. 70, keep. 71, pull. 72, keep. 73, keep. 74, keep. 75, keep. So A, we are keeping. B, keep. C, keep. E, keep. F, keep. G, pull. H, pull. There is a correction for one of these. Hold on one second. I want to take out. Hey guys, if everybody wants, in number 19, go ahead and pull 19, because we're keeping E. Pull 19.
They both say the same, okay?
Yeah. And keep E.
Yes, pull 19.
Yep. Pull 19 and keep E.
Can you go through and make an amendment on what ones you plan on making amendment on?
Yeah.
So that we could just give this packet to Bill Morehouse so that we can cut some time off?
Yeah. Okay. Real quick. Yeah, we'll just do the amendment. That'd be great. Thank you.
I can't find 19.
Thank you so much. Okay, from this top. So now we're going to go through with the amendments. Everybody ready with the number 4? Okay, change for 4, 600,000 to 550,000. $50,000 change. 9 is, yep. 9 is stay.
What?
Stay, he stays the same. Maybe we'll say keep. 18, keep. 20, keep. 22, keep. 24, keep. 25, keep. 26, keep. 28, keep. Are we on, is this 30?
We're on 30.
Okay, this one we're pulling, I'm so sorry. Pulling completely, 30. 31, keep. 31, keep. 33, keep. 36, city court there, keep. 36. 34 is pulled.
30, no.
What is 34?
34 is the full.
So you got 31, 33,
Okay.
and 36 keep.
Yep.
We're on 49.
Oh yeah, thank you. So 39 is keep.
49.
40, 49 keep. 51 keep. 52 keep. 53 keep. 54 we were going to change from 100,000 to 80,000, not 10,000, and the change will be decrease of 20,000. So 100,000 to 80,000, change of 20,000.
It's the ski show and the contracted services.
And then 59, did you guys have any amendments on 59?
Nope.
Okay. 60, I think we all agreed to keep on that one. That one's yours. 62, all set?
Keep.
Keep. 63.
Keep.
So 65, it would be, let me pull this up. So the number is, we're changing the 2 and the change. So the 2 will read 9,669,000.
659?
69, 669.
Yep, 9,669,000. That is a change of two. This is for 65. So the change is $228,000. 228,307. 228,307. So one last time, we're changing to 9,669,000, change to 228,307. 66, we are changing.
You're not changing.
We are, we're amending it, yes. It will be not 834, it will be 824, 78, hold on one second. Okay, 824, 760.
760.
Yep. 824, 760, change amount is 8840.
88400. Yep.
$8,840 is what the change is.
What's the 2?
Oh wait, I'm so sorry. This one is, okay, 824, 760 is the change, and then we have a negative, okay, it's 17,465. I had the wrong line.
So what's it changing to?
It's changing to 8,200, oh my gosh, 824, 760.
Yeah. Okay.
And the actual, the difference,
Make a motion. 225, 842, and the change is what?
We save about.
no, sorry.
We don't have to.
From the top, the from number,
Yeah.
842,225, to 824,760. The change is 17,465. Thank you. 67. We're changing the 2 to 4108.
I can't hear, Judge. She's in the middle of talking. I know I couldn't hear. So what is it?
4108, 845. And then the difference is 8840. $8,840.
This is for what?
This is for the police criminal investigation salaries. 67, yes.
You're only changing 8,840 on that line?
Yeah. Yep.
Doesn't make sense.
It matches the table of organization.
But the table of organization's already been changed.
That's that one.
3 and A, so these are not the correct.
So 69, this one is being changed.
Time out. You can't change it.
We are matching it. We are correcting our budget to match that.
I don't have 69.
But the salary line, okay. I don't know. It's just gonna.
Street lighting. This one was a change from 1 million to 900,000.
So how much are you taking out?
It will be a total of 250,000 change.
What's the change?
250,000?
What was it? Your rationale is gonna have to change now.
It's not exceeding that much either. So
So
that's
it's not exceeding 900,000?
Yeah, so I'll amend that too.
How do
Thank
you know that?
The year-to-dates were showing that.
But
We can
your
just say it
year-to-dates
was-
and the final pay are the same? I was okay at $1 million. I'm not okay with the extra 250,000, and I think you just seen a transfer out, which leaves enough money in that line. So you're either gonna get a 9-0 vote out of this, or you're gonna not get anything out of it.
If we can we'll pin it and come right back to it then. Let me pull up what we have.
Just leave it at 150,000. So put that to the side.
Yeah. Tax searches fees, keep 70. 72,
70's good, right?
70 is all set. 72, under 2 instead
What
of,
about 71?
71's gone.
Joe's having a different meeting. Okay, 72, change the 3.65 million to 4 million. And then the change difference is 908,461.
What was the change?
908,461.
Your rationale's gotta change too, but you can
Yeah.
just amend that on the floor.
Yeah, perfect. I'll amend that one too. And then 73 stays the same. 74 stays. 75 stays. A stays. B, this one was, stays. C, we were going to change, instead of 100,000, it's 50,000. So it will be, the difference is 49,500. Electric service stays. Contracted services, E stays.
We're doing with 69.
Then we doing an F.
That's the last one.
second on that. Wait, F, you said? That's part of it.
That's electric service. I think you said you want to order your second.
Oh, yes, that one stays.
F is good?
Wait. Yes, F is good. We'll just take 2 minutes. I will have this ready.
Have what ready?
Want to have a recess, or if you guys want to talk on your other amendments?
No, what are we waiting on now?
I was just looking at the electric service.
What about 69?
That's what she's, I guess she's looking up something.
No, I mean, they're gonna bring it up, I mean, listen, it doesn't matter. You can tell them the sky's blue, they'll lower the taxes to 9.5%. They're gonna do it.
Are you guys doing the insurance one? I'm sorry, the 25,000 off for insurance liabilities? Okay. Keep it.
No, we discharged it.
Oh, you discharged that one?
We discharged it.
Okay.
I think the window in the conference room is open. I opened that during court council, and it was nice.
It was open when we had our 3 o'clock meeting.
Yeah. So, if when you go get your stuff today, you feel a breeze coming through tonight?
For me to jump on.
Tell them, you're not nearly high enough.
Yeah, that's not, that's,
Yeah, just hurt yourself.
you may just brush that off. I mean,
Yeah, that's not the way to do it.
You'll end up just being a bird off the side.
I have it.
How's that any different?
Is it a discharge one?
Yeah.
You want to see the ones they're keeping? You want to see the ones they're keeping? As did the grid. So, do you want me to put something for your
No go.
Not happening.
Why do you clean a quarter seat? Let's get
You know, Ed, I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate that yet they talk a little shit about me on the radio, now he doesn't wanna sit next to me anymore. That the other day. Now he doesn't wanna sit next to me. Oh, okay. Well, it's your fault.
Everyone's got to pick on me.
Oh.
That's usually my seat right there.
Like I'm some kind of bodyguard.
What? What do you wanna talk about tonight?
Yeah, we have to work on some of our rationales, and so we would be proposing to, are you guys okay if we adjourn this meeting?
I want to know what you're doing with the street lighting.
We do too, that's part of our problem, sorry. We just want to.
I just think that if you're either gonna get it at a 9-0 and it's not gonna be overridden in a veto, or you change it to 250 and it's gonna be veto.
I think we're going to keep it at $1 million is the plan.
I mean, I think that that's the safer side of that, knowing that we just transferred $150,000 out of the.
Right, and that was where we're
rationale
at.
states that
So
that's-
which one we doing here?
Just don't amend the street lighting.
So far, we're not amending it, yeah. So I'll go ahead and, Bob, I don't want to adjourn your meeting.
Make a motion, second.
Second?
What do we do?
Meeting will come to order. City Clerk will call the roll.
Aiello, Burmaster, Patar, Carcone, Irvin, Beatrice, Williamson, Colosimo Testa, Lemetico, Giruzzi, all present.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a special moment of silence for the deceased members of the Common Council and for Lieutenant Sean Doherty, who passed away, UPD. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Does the chair hear a motion and a second to dispense with the reading of minutes from the previous meeting?
Is there first? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We do have one speaker tonight for the public hearing. Doris Prather. Yeah. It's on the annual estimate of 2024, 2025?
Yeah, that's what I said, put on the other sheet, I wanted the something.
Oh, you want, okay.
Okay.
There is no one to speak on the public hearing. Yep. Public comment period. You're allowed 3 minutes per speaker. Jared Tuff. Jared, Common Council has provided you a copy of Section 3244, Public Comment Period. Are you in agreement with the rule?
Yes.
State your name, please.
Jared Tuff.
Thank you, Jared.
Hi, how's everybody doing? This is a good turnout tonight. I just want to say that, you know, I really wish that you could find in the budget something for a diversity and inclusion program, because there is a lot of racism going on in the city, dealing with housing, dealing with everything. I know a lot of you don't see it because, you know, it's not for you. You know, you're not the ones feeling the other end of it. And, you know, I just want to say that, you know, the city, this group here is a model for the rest of the city, you know, the employment that's going on here at City Hall. And it has changed, you know what I mean? Since I've been complaining, I see you hired a few more people, but we really need a program too, because when the immigrants and everyone come here, they follow what the city is doing, and it's a model for it. So, you know, a lot of people will buy homes, and they discriminate against the black people that they won't rent to them, and they weren't even from this country in the beginning. So we're feeling a really big, you know, part of this here. And I just would like to say how it started. You know, it started because a long time ago we used to have something here called the Mafia, which is still here. And when they got tired and they wanted to clean their hands, they pumped and dumped the guns and the drugs into the black communities. So now we look like the thugs now. But, you know, if you guys understand that, maybe you could help us, because I've been coming down here and complaining and asking for more diversity and something to do with the gentrification and displacement that's going on in the city. And I really haven't, after you guys get done, you just ignore it and keep going on because it doesn't affect you. But, you know, one day it's gonna overflow, and, you know, just imagine if we're not forgetting what's going on here. So imagine if something happens, whether it's the Chinese or Russians or whatever invade our country, if we ever, hopefully that never happens. But how are we supposed to feel when someone else comes here? It's like, well, what, the better of the two evils? You know, so I just really wish that you guys would think about that and do something about it. You know, it's really hard on us. You know, we don't want to be all living in projects. We see that you're building a lot of, not you guys particularly, but there's a lot of, you take the schools like Roosevelt School and turn it into a public
Jared, you're going to have to finish up, please.
Yeah, I have more time. It's 3 minutes, please. I got my stopwatch on, buddy. So, yeah, I just really wish that we would move forward with helping the black community. You know, we took UFA and we sold it, you know, everything in the black communities is always outsourced, and we could have centers and stuff, but we don't do that. And it doesn't happen in the white neighborhoods. An 80-year-old person could tell their grandkids, I went to that school. We can't do that, you know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying, but, you know, I still got 15 seconds, but I'll end it because I don't think that you're comfortable with my talk or something, because.
No, I have no problem with
Well,
your
you
talk.
should give me 3 minutes.
I say
Thank
you have to finish up. I didn't say you were done. Thank you. Next speaker, Carol Altamonte. Hi, Carol. Common Council has provided you a copy of Section 3244, public comment period. Are you in agreement? Please state your name.
Yes.
Thank you, Carol.
Yes, I do want to thank all of you, because I know you've worked so hard to get a budget passed. You really handed dogs dinner, breakfast, and lunch. I know you went to the meat grinder to make it work. I just have two comments about our financial position. One is that I really wish the community and voters could have a better understanding of our financial position. I think there's a huge communication gap from the time of December until today, when we're facing significant challenges. I mean, when you think about in December, we were told everything's rosy. And now, you know, you've had to fight through a hard budget. So that at some point, voters need more information in some way, shape, or form so they can get their arms and their ideas out to their representatives. And the second point I want to make is that business practices, as they unfold in the newspaper, really challenge credulity sometimes. There was one report, basically the business practices during 2023, when spending was king. We didn't understand half of what was going on with dog parks and traffic islands and where the money was coming from, or having any sense of really accountability for it. So it would be wonderful if we knew a little bit more about cost overruns and how they it seems like when there's low bidding, all of a sudden we have a cost overrun and it's approved because the project's been done. So the voters need to know a little bit more about the business practices. So those are communication, business practices, my points. Thanks.
Thank you, Carol. Stefan? Hi, Stefan. Common Council has provided you a copy of 3-244 public comment period.
Yes, they did.
Please state your name.
Stefan Verbitsky.
Thank you, Stefan.
Now, it is crucial that you guys drop the 16.5% tax increase and bring it down and work with Mayor Galimi, but don't cut services. There are a lot of people in this city that are in poverty, and a lot of people cannot afford to pay 16.5% taxes on their property and on their rent. Work with the mayor, and you council people have to work together to drop this tax increase. And where was all the money coming from for all the projects like a dog park and an skate park? It's time to work together and drop this tax increase down, but don't cut services like youth services and in police, they are very much needed, and fire is needed, and this is important for the people that can't afford a tax increase, that it goes down. Thank you.
Thank you, Stefan. Carol Gable? Hi, Carol.
Hi.
Common Council has provided you a copy of Section 3244 public comment period. Are
Yes.
you in agreement?
Yes.
Thank you.
I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you very much. Several people spoke at the last council meeting about the speeding on the Parkway. And the last 2 weeks, there's been such a strong police presence there. The traffic has slowed down so much. I've seen so many people pulled over. I don't know who did what, but thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Jeff Williams?
He's really lucky.
Yeah, if you want to talk at the end. Hi, Jeff.
Hi.
Did you get a,
Yes.
Common Council provided you a copy?
Yes.
Of Section 3244
Yes.
public, yep.
Men and women of the Common Council and other people that showed up and concerned for the city. In the U.S. Navy, one of my duties was firefighting. I was a nozzleman. I was the first one, followed by the rest of my team. In training for firefighting, the instructor taught me many things, such as calm breathing, awareness, surroundings, determination, and most importantly, discipline and focus at the job at hand. Any differences, negative opinions, team members left them at the hatchway as we were putting on our gear. There is no place for this, negative opinions. It did not matter the side of the fence we were on. There were no comments made under our breath as others were speaking. Everything was left at the hatchway. There is no place for it. Nelsonman, it doesn't matter how strong your opinions are. If you don't use your positive change, you are indeed are part of the problem. Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found by playing small and settling for less than you are capable of living." The U.S. Marines don't know the meaning of quit. The U.S. Navy SEALs, to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, a saying that means be prepared for anything in life. Nelson Mandela once, the quotes of the term hard conversation are start doing more and talking about issues and actually some real unselfish changes. If you don't understand the people, then how can you reach the people? With all that's being said, the Common Council has just the power to make positive changes in this city, but also the responsibility. I'm sure that all of you have qualities such as compassion, pride, creativity, and resilience, and more. I do not believe that it is being properly shown. For the sake of the city, you need to do better. The only way to do great work is to love what you do that is worthwhile for risks. Nothing. So I challenge all of you to aspire to go to the next level together and in doing so. If someone needs a hand, each one teach one.
Jeff, you're going to have to finish up.
Finally, the Utica Fire Department and the Utica Police Department and the EMS, I salute you, along with Parks and DPW. Thank you for all your hard work, and I believe you deserve a round of applause, and I don't think that any of our emergency services should be touched.
Thank you, Jeff. Casey Stuckman. Casey, Common Council has provided you a copy of Section 3244 Public Comment Period. Are you in agreement?
Stand by 1 second.
I'm in agreement.
State your name, Casey.
My name is Casey Stuckman, Community Advocate. I'm here to speak for a couple reasons. First of all, I agree with him that 60% tax increase is really irresponsible, and it's just an indication of how some of our elected officials are disconnected from the community. Second thing is, I want to talk about the urban renewal process for purchasing homes. I met the board myself. I moved over $120,000 and purchased a house on that board. That house was sold to somebody else that had been in our family for 3 generations. The person who they sold that house to never said a word, right? Had a contractor stand with him. The contractor did all the speaking. A member of the board, Marcus Phillips, stands up and tells the entire board how great this contractor is. And then the entire board goes back there and convenes and gives that house to a contractor. Contractor never, to a guy who never said a word. I'm born and raised in the city. I left for 21 years to serve in the military, but I came back home, right? When my family lost that house, I moved the money over to buy it back, put in a proposal to put $70,000 in that house, bought the lot on the corner next to it. Still, I was denied, right? Somebody please square that circle for me. Then Marcus Phillips comes out and tells me, oh, you didn't get the house because you were too close to the Jeffersons and they didn't fix it up. This is the kind of corruption that's going on in this city, all right? We owe better to the people that live here. We deserve better, all right? Like, and the other part is this, you know, like, why is it that in our community you have to meet a board? Because I know I had the money. I'm meeting against, there's 6 people bidding on that house. Me and my buddy Jay Jefferson, is my god brother. He and I lived in the house. We were evicted from the house so that they can work that process. I tried to buy the lot on the corner. Gene Allen told me I couldn't because the lot had to stay with the house. The city lost a lot to the county, so I bought the lot from the county. Go back to urban renewal and say, now I own the lot. Based on what you told me, sell me the house. You said the lot needs to stay with the house. Oh, we can't sell you the house because we want to see who else. Because the city can make money, right? We can profit off your misery. This is stuff I'm being told by our city officials, the people we elected. So I'm here to tell you guys, we are involved now, we are awake, and we are going to be engaged. All right? If you guys don't do better, all of you will be out. This is my promise to you. All right? We are united now, and you will be more united in the future. I want the black community to know that we're creating an SOS initiative. We're going to be here for you. Soon there'll be a 24/7 number that anybody can call. But it's not just the black community. We want the minority communities. We want all the other communities, even the white community, because we know there's injustice everywhere, right? And we're going to fix it. We're going to work together, and we're going to make some changes. And if the elected officials aren't on board, we're going to change those seats too, all right? We want a better city. We're going to work for a better city. I want everybody to know either you guys get on board or you will be out. You're not going to take advantage of us anymore. We're not going to allow it. Thank you.
Thank you, Casey. Dennis Jacobs. Hi, Dennis. Common Council has provided you a copy of Section 3-244 Public Comment Period. Are you in agreement?
I got to read this whole thing now?
No. Are you
No,
in
I agree.
agreement?
Yeah, go
Yes.
ahead.
Thank you.
My name is Dennis Jacobs. I've been a homeowner for over 50 years. I'm a Vietnam vet. I'm a 2-time Purple Heart recipient. I'm here for the homeowners and the veterans of the city of Utica for our taxes. I left a paper into every one of the Common Council boxes for the tax exempt properties in the city of Utica. We got 1,149 tax exempt properties in the city of Utica, which is a total of $447,506,000. And we got here The city of Utica has 355 tax exempt properties, which they all should be on the market and sold, and give the homeowners a chance to fix them up and put them back on the payroll. Churches, we have 270 of them, churches, ministries, whatever. They all got tax exempt properties. Churches, ministries, the main building is tax exempt. All the other properties they own are not. They make money off of them, they don't pay any taxes, and they use our services. The common council has got to get a backbone. Get rid of your party, Republican, Democrat, whatever. Work together, get these people to pay the damn taxes that they have to pay. The one building they own, fine. St. Luke's, same thing. St. E's, all of them. Munson Williams, same thing. The hospitals, I'll give you an example. St. Joseph's, 17 parcels. St. Matthew's, 8. Holy Trinity, 22. St. John's Church, 8. Mohawk Valley Health Center, 3. Faxton Hospital, 32. St. Elizabeth's, 21. Munson Williams, 13. Mata County, 49, which I don't understand that. Okay. The thing is, there's so much money being wasted here. And if they did the right thing, give the people, the churches, directories, they're tax exempt. Any real estate they own, they got to pay the taxes on it because we give them all the services that they have. And the other thing is, any property that is tax exempt, including a church, they got to pay a service fee of $50 a month because of all the services that we give them. And another thing that I want to bring up, and I brought it up to Anthony Pacenti. You got 43% of the homeowners in this city that pay all these taxes. The rest of us don't pay nothing. And I suggest a $10 fee on license plates, which would go into the tax fund, not a slush fund so everybody can throw it away. You add $10 to the taxes, or your license plate. Now everybody in the city that gets a license, you gotta pay that extra $10, goes into our tax fund that save us on taxes the following year. And it's done every single year. I know the common council can't do anything about that. Pacenti can, I talked to him, and he's gonna see what he can do with the New York State and the mayor. But this is one of the things that I think is very important in order for us to bring our tax base down and build a lot. I'm not gonna get into the previous mayors and what they spent and everything else, but I have not yet seen a common council with a backbone in all the years I've been here. You want Republican Party, Democratic Party, this one, that, you gotta stick it up your you know what and work together so we can get things accomplished the right way. I'm also...
Please finish up, Dennis.
I beg pardon?
You have to finish up.
I'm done? Okay. I also am the event coordinator for the Purple Heart Veterans Car Show in August, and you'll be hearing more about that. Thank you.
Doris Prather. Doris, Common Council has provided you a copy of Section 3244, Public Comment Period. Are you in agreement?
Yes.
Thank you, Doris.
Thank you. And I do want to say thank you all for, who is it? You're the police. You standing back there. You're the police officer. You can thank your guys for, on the Parkway, I saw him out there. He was holding the little, and my friend Jerry got me. He said, "Oh, so you're the reason why I got ticked." And I'm just kidding. But I would like to read a quote from Robert Collier. It says, "Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out." A lot of you who do know me know that I'm ex-law enforcement as well, 28 years. I did a lot of research before I moved here to Utica, before I put my family in this area. I can see Utica from the outside. It's a great place to live. The people here are great. Everybody seems to get along, except for when they come in here and sit down. It's like you become enemies or something. I've watched you on TV. When you're out of these seats, You're the most lovable people I've ever met. I'm from Mississippi, so I may say some euphemisms and things. But when you're in here, I don't know, it's like you lose your senses or your common decency or something, and you're at war. Me, I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, you're Uticans. We live in Utica. You work for the common council. Just get together, get it done. It's done now. I'm just glad we're not farther behind than what we are. From what I've been hearing, you haven't raised taxes, and I'm doing a DBA. I don't see how any city can operate and not raise taxes at some point. This shouldn't be a surprise to y'all, because half of you been here for years. You've watched this happen. But when I watch you look at the numbers like you're surprised that they're on the paper. The numbers don't lie. Numbers are numbers. You know? So my point is, don't guess. That's my pet peeve. I don't like for people to guess at anything. When you're in law enforcement, you have to know what you know. People are going to get out. Don't guess. If you need 16%, fine. I'd rather pay the 16% than you come back and the next 3, 4, 5 years and say, oh, we need 20 more percent, 30%. Whatever you need, know that you need it. Know what numbers you're working with. You know what your budget is. Know what you need. If you don't need it, don't ask for it. That's who I am. If you don't need it, don't ask for it. But if you need it from us, at this point, we can't say no. Whatever y'all decide, we got to live with what y'all decide. You know, I own property here. I own land here. I'm invested in Utica, 100%. When I bought my house here, moved my family here, I'm in 100%. I'm willing to do whatever to get us out of debt. Nobody wants to be in debt, period. You know, I want to, everything, if y'all say this is what y'all can do, then do what you say you can do. If you can't do it, give your seat to somebody else. That's all I got to say.
Thank you, Doris. Common Council has provided you a copy of Section 3244
Correct.
Public comment period. Thank you.
Correct. My name is Mac Allen Carter. I was raised here, and since about 95, 94, 95, I've been, meandering around Utica. But I can say that growing up, there was a lot more of a collective effort, if that makes, sense. But these days, everyone is stuck in a rut, and everyone's looking for the way out. And I believe I have a way out, and I've been ignored. I don't really appreciate it, and seeing as to how I am who I am, and there's a number of people here who are aware of who I am, but the person that I was is not who I am, and regardless of that, the people in power haven't been taking their positions as they should. You're vicious. I like you. I like how you do, and I believe that you two can work together. If you could set that, yeah, I believe you could be. Yeah, you're it. You're it. Yeah, that's a fact. But my thing is, what I came here for tonight is that I've been looking into urban development, and I went up there, and if you ever seen the movie with John Dillinger, he went to the police office. Nobody was there. That's how it was when I went to urban development. No one was there. I have a holdings company, Diamond Dialogue Enterprises, and within that company I have another LLC and 9 DBAs, okay? I've proposed this to a number of people. A number of people have shut me down. I have nonprofits, the Love Me Right program for men who don't get any assistance in the city. no disrespect, but women can go anywhere at any time of night and get assistance. A male, you're stuck. There's no assistance. You can't get help with housing. You can't get help with food. At that time, women can get anything that they need. And this is what my Love Me Right program for. It's for the males that are out here that can't get assistance, as well as the men that are incarcerated. And my church program, which is Cornhill Urban Revival Program, is for the kids to be with the schools, so that way we know what they need, we know what they don't have. We can put liaisons in my program, so that way we can have everyone work together. We have the children passing away out here, and this is a part of the problem. This wasn't an issue when Mays was the the commissioner, the public safety. I remember him. My mother's Sharon Carter. I lived right on Steuben and Arthur Street. So I'm familiar with all the police. I'm familiar with the city officials. I'd like to say personally, Edward Hanna was one of the good mayors that we had. A lot's been missing, but I'm here. Regardless of what's happened, I'm here. I'm at the podium. I'm willing to take that step. As of right now, I have the Utica Blazing. It's a publishing. I put out various things that happen in the community. I also have access granted abodes, which is for the families of the church program, as well as the men from the Love Me Right program that's incarcerated, so that way when they get home, they're not just stuck, because there's no jobs for these gentlemen. I used to work for DPW in 2008. Dave Short, great guy. But since then, you know, other than seasonal jobs, you can't really get in there. It's difficult out here, but I have a plan. And, you know, I'm just waiting for someone to step up and put everything aside and work with me. There's a bunch of people that's in the city that's well aware of what was going on when people were running the whole Sin City thing. And that's not too far off. That's still pretty prevalent, if I must say. But that aside, I have a plan. We could put it into action. Food, clothing, everything. And me specifically, this is for people that I know are struggling. Now, the black community is definitely struggling. And first and foremost, I will say that this is who this is for. Everyone else can come in. But there's a lot of complaint about what's going on in the street and what's not happening in the street. And I'll tell you what's not happening in the street. No one's being accountable or responsible. Okay? We have a lot of people that's letting things slide that shouldn't be able to on both sides, whether it's the public or the officials.
Mac, you're going to have to finish up.
And I appreciate that. What I would like to say at this point is stop dragging your feet, pick them up, and work with people. That's all.
There are no guest speakers. Communications from the mayor. Chief Gentile is here.
Yeah. I'll just speak when it's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Report of city officers. Fire Chief Angersall.
Just like to offer my condolences to the family of Sean Doherty.
Thank you, Chief. Stephanie DeGiorgio, Corporation Counsel.
Nothing to report.
Brian Thomas, Urban Renewal.
Nothing to report.
Marcus Phillips, Codes.
Just in regards to codes, there's been like an increased prevalence around the city of people putting out their garbage on the wrong days. You can get a ticket for that, it's fine, so I'd like to remind people to wait till garbage night to put out your garbage.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Chief Gentile.
I just want to mention to start that tomorrow is March 21st, which is World Down Syndrome Day, and the lights at City Hall and around the city that we control will be blue and yellow in honor of that. Just want to speak briefly. So the budget, it's been a long process. Appreciate everybody's hard work. whether agreeable or disagreeable, whatever time has been put into it has been significant and important to provide the checks and balances from the council to the mayor's office. Did want to just point out a few things. You know, we're in a situation where it's very important that we don't
Committee
Well, we're gonna,
regarding the budget?
we're gonna have to remove the annual estimate, but we'll do that at the end.
Okay.
Can I have a motion to remove ordinance number 4?
Motion?
Second? Okay. Common Council changes in 2024-25 E&A approved annual estimate, license and permits, building permits, $500,000 to $550,000, $50,000 change.
Mr. President, they have to make an amendment on the floor for the
Yes.
change.
Can I make a motion to amend?
Can I have, yes.
Looking to strike 2 for $600,000, replace with $550,000.
I think from here on out, we'll just make a motion to amend, and then he'll just read it as amended, so we're not repeating that twice. Does that work?
That works for me.
Okay.
And do I have to do separate amendments for these two? Do separate amendments for the 2 and the change? So now do we have to call for a vote on the 550?
No, you're not gonna do a vote for each one. Just say your amendment.
All the amendments?
Yeah.
Okay.
Say the
Yeah.
whole thing.
So 2 is 550,000, we just said that, and then the amend, striking the 100,000 and replacing with 50,000.
Is there a second?
Can I have your votes?
5 yeas to amend.
Motion to remove ordinance number 9. On this first one.
So we just, that was the vote for it.
That was the vote for it. This is-
Otherwise, Rock's gonna say it, and she's gonna say it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's been voted on, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Motion to remove proposed ordinance number 9.
Motion?
Second.
Thank you.
Common counts changes in 2024-25 ENA approved annual estimate. Mayor contracted services 18,500 to 5,000, a 13,500 dollar change. Projection based on a 3-year average to reduce tax levy. Can I have your votes?
Five yeas adopted.
Motion to remove proposed ordinance number 18.
Motion?
Second. Yep. Corporation Council printing 10,000 to 1,000, a $9,000 change based on expenses from a 3-year average to reduce tax levy. Can I have your votes?
Eight yeas adopted.
Motion to remove proposed ordinance number 20.
Motion?
It's 20.
Yep.
Yeah. We have a second.
Thank you.
Engineering, education, and training, 5,000 to $0, a $5,000 change based on expenses from a 3-year average to reduce tax levy. Can I have your votes, please?
Five yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion to remove proposed ordinance number 22?
Motion?
Second. Okay. DPW Central Garage, other equipment, $40,000 to $35,000, a $5,000 change based on expenses from a 3-year average to reduce tax levy. Can I have your votes?
Can I qualify my vote on this?
Yes.
I would support this, except both attorneys have advised us not to do this. So, okay, I'm sorry.
No problem.
Votes?
There.
This one?
Five yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion to remove proposed ordinance number 25? Can I have a motion?
There is no motion for this one.
There's no motion for 24 or 25.
We're pulling both. Yeah.
Yep.
Can I have a motion to remove proposed ordinance number 26?
Motion.
Second. Police administration salaries, $449,891 to $386,113, a change of $63,778. Removing vacant police relations position to reduce tax levy. Can I have your votes, please?
9 yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion to remove proposed ordinance number 28?
Motion?
Second, thank you.
Police Administrative Division repairs, $220,000 to $175,000, a $45,000 change based on expenses from a 3-year average to reduce the tax levy. Can I have your votes, please?
Nine yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion to remove proposed ordinance number 31?
Motion?
Thank you.
Second. Yeah.
Thank you.
Police Uniform Division, night differential, $160,000 to $150,000, a $10,000 change based on expenses from a 3-year average to reduce the tax levy. Have your votes?
Six yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion to remove proposed ordinance number 33?
Motion?
Thank you.
Police Criminal Investigation Division night differential, $160,000 to $150,000, a $10,000 change based on expenses from a 3-year average to reduce tax levy. Votes?
5 yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion to remove proposed ordinance number 36?
Motion?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. City Court repairs, $25,000 to $20,000, a $5,000 change based on the expenses from a 3-year average to reduce the tax levy. Can I have your votes, please?
9 yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion for ordinance to remove ordinance number 49?
Motion?
Thank you. Thank you.
DPW garage repairs, $25,000 to $20,000, a $5,000 change based on expenses from a 3-year average to reduce the tax levy. Votes, please.
8 yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion to remove ordinance number 51?
Motion?
No, it was, we're on 50.
Park.
Oh.
Parks maintenance is 51.
Can I have a second for 51? Parks maintenance, fuel, $55,000 to $50,000, a $5,000 change based on expenses from a 3-year average to reduce the tax levy. Can I have your votes, please?
5 yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion for ordinance to remove ordinance number 52?
Motion?
Thank you.
Infrastructure, contractual stormwater, $350,000 to $250,000, a $100,000 change. This line was amended last year to be increased by $100,000, ultimately was over budgeted and not utilized. Return to correct projection of $250,000 to reduce tax levy. Can I have your votes, please?
Can I speak on this?
Yes.
Mr. President?
Yes, you
So this money was increased last year. I don't believe we could cut this. This is in a restricted fund for flooding, so I will be voting against this. My area has a severe flooding problem. We increased our money there, and I do not think that we should be decreasing any money out of that.
Thank you, Councilman. Your votes, please.
Five yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion to remove ordinance number 53?
Motion?
Infrastructure, repairs, $15,000 to $500, $14,500 change.
That's the one you were gonna pull,
Oh,
Jack.
yes, sorry, we're pulling this out.
Are we pulling
You're
53?
pulling that
I
one.
wonder why I'm
Okay.
screwing.
Yeah, sorry to keep doing this to you, Mark.
No wonder why. I got everything written down, they just keep pulling them.
Disregard that one. Thank you.
Disregard.
We should run it.
Can- can-
Make a motion.
Can I have a motion to remove ordinance number 54?
Make a motion to amend 54?
To amend? Yes.
Motion to amend, strike 10,000 and replace with 80,000. Strike 90,000 and replace with 20,000.
Can I have a second for that?
I'll second it.
Okay. Yep.
Which one is
Ski
it?
chalet, it's ordinance 54. We amended it. Contracted services, $100,000 to $80,000, a $20,000 change. Based on expenses from a 3-year average contract remainder of desired services out to bid before city takes on financial obligation
Yes.
and responsibility for
What is
services
the
to
rationale?
reduce tax levy. Can I have your votes, please?
I told him what I wanted, so it is what it
You can
is.
veto.
I can't veto nothing.
Five, four defeated.
Can I have a motion to remove ordinance number 59?
Motion?
Engineering wages, $100,088 to $85,088, a $15,000 change. Rationale is to decrease to match prior year's wage. Your votes, please.
Nine A's adopted.
Can I have a motion to remove ordinance number 60?
Thank you.
Facilities, repairs, $40,000 to $20,000, a $20,000 change. Rationale is to decrease to match prior year. Can I have your votes, please?
Nine A's adopted.
Can I have a motion to remove ordinance number 62?
Thank you.
Liability.
Thank you.
Second. Judgment and settlements, $350,000 to $150,000, a $200,000 change. Rationale is to decrease amount overage was transferred out through E&A last year. Your votes, please.
Nine A's adopted.
Can I have a motion to remove ordinance number 63?
Motion?
Thank you.
Law,
Thank you.
salaries. Do we have a second?
I got it. Yep.
Thank you. Law salaries, $675,000 to $625,000, a $50,000 change. Rationale, decrease salaries to match COLA. Votes, please.
Five A's adopted. Yep.
Can I have a motion to amend ordinance number 65?
I make a motion.
Second. Katie, you want to do that?
Yes, I'm making a motion to amend.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Strike $9,796,154. Replace with $9,669,000. We are striking $101,153. Replacing with $228,307. And then we will be striking the rationale and replacing, the correction will be to reflect the table of organization salaries.
Police Uniform Division, $9,897,307 to $9,669,000, a change of $228,307. Rationale is the table organization salaries. Can I have your votes, please?
Five A's adopted.
Make a motion to amend 66.
Yeah, can we have a second?
Thank you.
Okay, strike $834,487. Replace with $824,760. And then we are striking $7,738. Replacing with $17,465. We are striking the rationale and replacing with reflect table of organization salaries.
Police Uniform Division, Social Security, $842,225 to $824,760, a change of $17,465,000. Rationale is to reflect table of organizational salaries. Your votes, please.
5 yeas adopted.
Motion to amend 67.
Do we have a second?
Striking $4,024,014, replacing with $4,108,845. Striking $93,671, replacing with $8,840. Striking rationale and replacing with reflect the table of organizations salaries.
Police criminal investigation salaries, $4,117,685 to $4,108,845, a change of $8,840. Rationale is to reflect table of organization salaries. Your votes, please.
So 5 yeas adopted.
Do we have a motion to amend ordinance number 69?
Yes, motion to amend. Striking 1 million, changing to 950,000.
Wait, we're in 69 or 70?
Striking 150,000, replacing with 200,000. Strike rationale.
Katie,
Yeah. Are we on 69?
this is
with the-
69, so it was 1,150,000. Are we going to keep that the same?
No, we're striking the million and we're reducing to 950,000.
950,000.
Here.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and we are changing the 150,000 to decrease by 200,000 now.
Okay.
And we're going to strike the rationale.
950. So you're doing 950 and then 200?
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
And the rationale we're striking, and the new rationale is to reflect current E&A transfers. Is that how we should say it? Yeah, the one that we just did.
Yep.
Ready?
Very good. Okay, street lighting, electric service, 1,150,000 to 950,000, a $200,000 change. Rationale is reflect current E&A transfers. Votes, please.
9 yeas adopted.
Motion to introduce ordinance number 70.
Motion?
Thank you.
Second, departmental income tax search fees, 30,000 to 50,000, a $20,000 change. The rationale per the request of our controller on 9/20/23. The council voted to increase tax search fees for the first time since 1996 from $30 to $50. The city of Utica receives an average of $1,000 tax search inquiries per year. Votes, please.
9 yeas adopted.
A motion to amend ordinance number 72.
Make motion.
You got it? Second?
And looking to strike 3,650,000, replace with 4 million. Strike 1,258,461, replace with 908,461. Strike the rationale. And replace with, sorry, 1 second, I lost my actual paper that wrote this out. Replacing with fire's medical expenses are 900,000 over budget, looking to correct this year's.
Can you repeat that, please, for me?
I'm sorry, let me find. Current budget is 900,000 over budget, looking to reflect this year's. 1 second. Current expenses. Current budget is over budgeted for 900,000, looking to correct over budget.
Yep.
Thanks. That'll be good.
Okay, fire employee benefits, medical, $4,908,461 to $4 million, a $980,461 change. And the rationale is to reflect the current budget is over budgeted by $900,000. Can I have your votes, please?
5 yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion to remove ordinance number 73?
Motion?
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you.
Yep. Fire line salaries, $9,596,878 to $9,540,273. A change of $56,605. Can I have, the rationale, 90 firefighter salaries are listed when our composition only allows for 89 per section 2-2-168. Remove salary for extra unfilled firefighter position. Votes, please.
5 yeas adopted.
Did we do 72? 70? We already voted on 70? The tax refund?
Can I have a motion to remove ordinance number 74?
Okay. Motion?
Second. Thank you.
Fire line, Social Security, $836,556 to $832,226, a $4,330 change. A rationale is 90 firefighter positions are listed. It only allows for 89 per section 2-2-168. Remove Social Security for the extra unfilled firefighter position. Votes, please.
5 yeas adopted.
A motion to remove ordinance number 75.
Motion?
Second. Thank you.
Police Administration, Social Security, $36,589 to $31,710, a $4,879 difference. Rationale, removing vacant police relations position to reduce the tax levy. Can I have your votes, please?
5 yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion to remove ordinance A?
Motion?
Second. Thank you.
Non-property tax items, city sales tax, $19,750,000 to $20,052,820. The difference is $302,820. The rationale, original proposal of sales tax would only be increased of 4.77% over last year, while Oneida County projected an increase of 5.32%. Increased sales tax projection by 0.55% to match the county's 5.32 counties, totaling $102,820. Currently, the mayor is allocating both revenues to city sales tax, but is requested to the city creates a separate account number and title for cannabis excise tax to better track revenue from this source moving forward. Can I have your votes, please?
5 yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion to remove ordinance B?
Motion?
Second. Thank you.
Yeah, miscellaneous revenue from 10,000 to 60,000, a $50,000 change to account for increased revenue from park and pay stations. Your votes, please.
5 yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion to amend ordinance C?
Motion.
Thank you.
Katie, go ahead.
Thank
Striking 100,000, replacing with 50,000. Striking 99,500, replacing with 49,500.
Departmental income, compliance fees, $500 to $50,000, a $49,500 change. Implement in section 2-6, 402 vacant building registration fees. Your votes, please.
Five yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion for proposed ordinance E?
Motion.
The removal.
Thank you. Second. Thank you.
Corporation Council contracted services, $180,000 to $160,000, a $20,000 change. Rationale: 3-year average expenses total $110,000, adding another $50,000 to cover expenses needed for additional legal services already contracted for 2024-2025. Votes, please.
6 yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion to remove ordinance F?
Motion.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. City Court electric service, $75,000 to $10,000, a $65,000 change. Rationale: a 3-year average expenses total $8,500. Your votes, please.
8 yeas adopted.
Mr. President, I'd like to briefly qualify my vote. We just went through a number of pieces tonight, and they've been deliberated over the past couple of days, but there was plenty of amendments in there, and the reason that I had to vote no was because, number one, we didn't get final clarification, and two, I think that it was advised from, a number of departments, whether or not that they were able to do some of the duties that they would now be tasked with. Overestimating revenues, in my opinion, are not an appropriate way to budget. But I just wanted to read a number to you. So last year, the council passed a budget at $79 million under Mayor Palmieri's budget. The revised budget year to date is at $84 million. So from last year to this year, the budget's running a deficit. Well, it wasn't appropriately budgeted by about $5 million. And I think that's extremely important to note that this budget that we've passed, that I'm assuming that we'll pass tonight, takes money out of the reserve fund, which I think is a huge problem, because if we had no money left in the reserve fund, you're now going to have to borrow the revenue anticipation notes, your bond rating goes down. There's a number of issues that align with that. But I think it's important to note for the people inside the city to know that the budget's increased probably close to $11 million from 2022 to 2023. And that really puts us in a hard position, especially when everybody was, well, myself, I'll say, was ringing the alarm that the costs that were occurring, we weren't going to be able to sustain. And I think it was a difficult position for this council and the city to be in, knowing that they didn't have a budget director for a year. And I think that you're going to see a big issue towards the end of this year, with the end of the end of the fiscal year of 2024. So with that said, I appreciate the council's hard work, and while we might argue and disagree, I think that now is going to come to the time when we pass this budget that the mayor is going to have to veto some of those amendments, because they'll truly put the city in a worse financial position. And that's it. Thank you, Mr. President.
Anyone else? Yes, Councilwoman
If I
Medical.
vote. We spent my colleagues have spent over 2 weeks going line for line on this. And every budget is tough, not just this year, every year. We started off years ago with $15,000 in our budget. Now it's maybe around 9 million now. But there was nothing in there. There was nothing in there when a council in number 8, it was 12 years ago, took over, and they worked very hard. So when people say that the old administration didn't do nothing, well, they brought this city back on its feet, and they've turned this city around. Now, what I'd also like to say is that, what I would like to say is now we have a budget that's going to the mayor that has empathy and compassion. And I hope he uses a little of that again to make sure that he gives it back what we gave to him. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman.
Yeah, I just want to say
Councilman
thank,
Petras?
yes, I just want to say thank you to all the colleagues. I know it's been a long, I don't want to beat a dead horse, it's been a long month or so going at it, and I'm proud to say that we acted professionally tonight. We all got along, we did what we have to do, and that's all I got to say. One last thing.
Yes.
Next Monday night, North Utica meeting, 6:30. Please be there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr.
Councilwoman
President.
Ayala?
Gonna miss this, guys. So, of course, we'll still probably have to meet next week. And just thank you to everyone on the council, especially. I know a lot of people, everybody very much cares about this number and the people of the city. And, you know, we have the general fund to worry about and these taxes. But what we just voted on were 33 amendments. And that, you heard a lot of numbers, but they equaled $2,604,000 in savings, which yeah, it's pretty cool. And well, we'll see where this goes, but that means a 7.8% tax increase is if these all passed and there were no vetoes. So of course, we'll see what the week is to come, but I just wanted to provide that context. And I'm all set for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yes, Councilman Carcone?
This was my first budget, and I was a little surprised of the way it went. I wish next year that maybe everybody gets together, maybe a group of 2 or 3, and tries to work together, not come in with 57 amendments from one end and everybody just throwing at you. Well, if maybe you work together, like 4 people, you might have got rid of the 20 before we came here and had to do that. So I wish maybe next year you take 2 from 4 people in a group, get them together, let them look it over, then come to us, so we don't have 30. I mean, we probably would have caught 25 of those if there was 4 in the group that we threw out before we had to throw them out here. But that's it.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Irvin?
When tax increase was announced at 16.5, and I went before my district, District 5, what everybody calls Coin Up, and I spoke to them, and it was unacceptable to them. So there's no way I could support that. And we did work hard to bring it down as far as we could because, you know, getting hit like that after such a long time of not having an increase was kind of shocking to a lot of people. So I'm just glad that all the council worked together. I think all the department heads were decent when they came in and answered all the questions. And I thank everybody for all the work that we did. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Anyone else? Can I have a motion to pull ordinance number 2 out of committee?
Motion? And also
Second?
have a motion to amend.
Yep.
In the last paragraph, for the amount of, I would like to enter $32,383,253.
Okay. 32,383,253. Yeah. Be it ordained that the annual estimate for the 2024-25 fiscal year submitted by the Board of E&A revenues and expenditures of the city for the fiscal year, including revenues, which in the judgment of the Board of E&A will be received during the year of the amount of the sinking fund available for paying an expected balance, and also being the estimate of the expenditures which of the Board of E&A deems necessary to provide for the expense of conducting the business of the city in each board bureau, department, and office, therefore, and the various purpose contemplated by law, and to pay the principal of interest of bonded falling due in the 2024-25 and for judgments recovered. The items and sums in all the columns except the column labeled approved by E&A are in the nature of estimates and not to be considered as appropriations they being employed for the guidance of office, bureau, and department heads. The several sums in the annual E&A and the several items of sums therefore modified as specified in estimated revenues. The amount of $32,383,253 as set forth and specified in the said annual estimate as modified A is hereby determined to be the tax budget to be raised by the general city tax for the 2024-2025 fiscal year. Can I have your votes, please?
9 E's adopted.
Time to go home.
Mr. President, I'd like to just call for a special meeting for, would everybody be available next Wednesday?
No.
Would 5 people be available next Wednesday? For any vetoes that we would want to look at for next week?
I think everybody's going to be available, but I just think maybe 5 are going to come. Is that the case? Or is everybody planning on coming?
We could do Tuesday or Wednesday?
So our Republican
let me know. I'll be
counterparts
here.
don't want to come? Is that it? Come on. I mean,
Grow up,
seriously.
Jack.
We're willing to go.
Here we go. You just
We're willing
ruined the
to-
whole
we're
tune.
willing
Okay,
to
guys.
Sit down.
Katie.
and
You just
discuss
ruined
it.
the whole
No, we
tune,
didn't
Jack.
go for one
No.
Wednesday at 6.
You
Let's go.
ruined it.
Hey,
Thank you
hey.
once again.
No, we didn't.
Jack.
It's,
Katie.
come on.
Wednesday
now.
at
Floor is
6?
Katie's.
Come on now. That's.
I'm calling for a special meeting next Wednesday at 6 o'clock. I don't know the date. It would
Okay.
be
I will be out of town, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's fine.
Go. We'll go from there.
March 27th.
Yep, motion to adjourn?
That's ridiculous.
Wait, hold on one second, Mr. President.
Yeah, we just did.
What?
Yeah.
We have to do
Thank
that.
you.
Right, yeah, if we can get it canceled, we can.